Hi everyone, Michelle Fixit here. I am at the beginning part of my day. Just woke up. Baby Hulk is starting to make a little bit of noise. And I uploaded videos last night, and I do watch my videos every now and then. And at some point people are going to be like, why is this woman putting so much stuff out here? It's like, well, it's kind of a way to relive this time period, because as much as most parents are going to think that the time period of having little children running around and just life in perpetual chaos, as it seems, because when you're in it, you don't realize it. And I'm unfortunate enough to space my children out enough where I recognize that. Plus, I just pay attention to, when older people are like, enjoy every moment. You're just like, yeah, okay, well, if you knew what my life was like. But here's the thing is that most of them do know what your life is like because they've had children, they've been in your shoes. And yes, life situations can be a little bit different, but we really should appreciate these moments. And so one of the things that I get from recording my life is recognizing, one, that I feel like I always have to be on. Whoever the default parent is, the parent that is at home with the children, dealing with the chaos, you're just always on. And that's why it doesn't bother me to have a camera in front of my face, because I feel like I'm always on anyways. And the video that I just finished watching was whenever Isabel really wanted to do the unboxing video, and she really wanted to pour the cereal into the containers, and I was looking forward to doing that because there's not a lot of satisfaction out of certain things. And yeah, it was like an organizing thing, and so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pretty and organized and stuff like that. And it was the tail end of a day, and we had almost lost a dog, and Baby Hulk was getting into everything, and Fire Unicorn was like spunky because she was tired, but then she was excited. And so as I'm watching it, I'm like, and this is when my head was pounding. And this is when, I'm starting to get a little bit short, but still trying really hard to be nice, because I'm still on because I'm the mom and I have to be on. But I'm pushing myself to get it done because I know that she has satisfaction, and then she's being goofy, and then Baby Hulk is getting into this, and then we're creating a mess. And it's just more and more and more and more exhausting things to this parenting thing. And I guess maybe a lot of parents just they're not paying attention to what they're doing and how it's impacting, because I'm watching it and she makes a sad face at one point. So I clearly hurt her feelings, and I recognize that a couple minutes, because when you're super tired, it's your thought process is starting to slow down. So it's she asked to put the top on the container, and because I'm partially there in the moment, partially not there because I'm tired, and I'm just oh, I want these children to go to sleep. And then it's, I replay that in my mind, and I'm like, ooh, I need to fix that. So then the next one, I'm like, okay, here's the thing, so you can do it. She gets all excited. And it's are you consciously paying attention to the moments where you are the most important person in this little person's life? It's perspective. And even watching it the second time, there are things that in that moment I wasn't realizing. And I'm going to have people sharpshoot me for this. But this is also a point of reference of, one, life's not perfect. And we are so attached to screens right now that all you're seeing is either the celebratory dance of, I'm a bad mom, and ha 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 ha. And so then we're having middle ground parenting get worse, or you have I want to be the perfect mom. I want to have the perfect house. I want to have the perfect this and this and this and this. And that's great for that person that's an influencer. But then you're making those middle ground people feel far worse because they're like, why isn't my house perfect? Why isn't this? And so you're breeding bad behaviors and celebrating them. Or you are setting a superb example of deficits that are going to lead to depression. And I'm trying to showcase like the middle ground where I've had seemingly a perfect-ish existence where I tried to have everything great and had people take pictures of my home and my businesses and everything else, and really thought that I was doing a great job. And now that child is broadcasting that I'm not, or that I wasn't, and I was so deficient in their mind on all these different things. And so that's kind of a smack in the face, because I feel guilty that my other two children don't have the type of existence that I was able to provide for, you know, that other child. So that's kind of like a kick in the butt. And so I'm just trying to be active in the moments. And even when I start to feel like I'm exhausted, and recognizing it and pushing through it because I know that it's an excitement factor, after watching it, I'm realizing where I still messed up. And so I guess my advice would be, you know, you don't have to start a YouTube channel to get this perspective, but try to do some little mock-up videos where you're doing stuff with your children, and then watch them maybe the next day and see, you know, oh, these are areas that I need to improve upon, because I'm always running systems checks on myself. I'm always trying to make sure that I'm not trying to take advantage of someone, that somebody else is not trying to take advantage of me. I'm trying to make sure that I'm being the best version of me that I can be, which I don't feel like I am doing right now. And so watching all these videos in delay, and I'm not watching all the videos, but like watching certain videos in delay, I'm like, I'm really not doing great in that area. It's giving me a lot of perspective. And, you know, it is on display for the world to see. And so sometimes if someone says something and they're like, hey, you were being rude or whatever, and it's like, actually, I really don't agree with your perspective. But that tells me a lot about your upbringing and how you feel that parents should be. And are you a parent? And are you compensating for those deficits? Because we have a lot of people walking around and they're just like, they're all messed up. And a lot of the times we're blaming stuff on our parents. And like, I try really hard to celebrate my parents because I've been a parent for a very long time. And I'm seeing and recognizing that like my parents had a lot of things going on. And I think that given everything they did have going on, they did a pretty good job. So hopefully my videos are helping people gain perspective. I have some people that are just celebrating me. They're like, oh, you're such a great mom and you're doing such a great job and everything else. And you guys are not on a selfie stick. So like my hand is starting to get tired. And I'm so excited that they're doing that, but I'm not this awesome mom. I'm an average mom trying to live an existence where I'm benefiting my children, and I'm trying to put my children first in the midst of trying to get all these other things done, because I have so many things that I have to do. Just like all the people in the world, we all have so many things to do. And I feel like some people that just like sit outside all day and like don't do anything, it's because they just give up. They're just like, no, what's the point of even trying? And like, we have to find a way to like recognize those individuals and be like, hey, let's go do something. Let's be productive, so that they can like reignite that fire, because it is very difficult. Life is difficult. And you know, I'm also trying to teach how to do things, not just for whatever audience is out there, but for my daughter, and giving baby Hulk like age appropriate tasks, because that's another thing that like, you know, I've been scolded for, is that like I taught too much responsibility. And in retrospect, you know, learning how to do things is something that you do need to do. And so we're caught in the middle as parents of either helicopter parenting, so our children do not know how to make their own decisions and they don't know how to do anything, not anything, but they don't know how to do a lot of different things because we're like, oh, we'll do it, we'll do it, we'll do it, and we're going to protect you and put you in this little bubble. And then you have the stark opposite of the spectrum where it's like, oh, you must do every single little thing. And I never was trying to get my oldest to do every single little thing. I literally looked up what was developmentally and age appropriate. And so it's like, if you have an issue with what you were taught and the responsibilities that you have, you need to take it up with the people that literally wrote the rule book on this, because I didn't know. And so therefore, every year that, you know, every year of life, every birthday, I'm like, okay, these are things that are age appropriate according to the internet. And so now finding out that like I had to grow up so early, it's like, did you really? Did you really have to grow up so early, or were you vying for trying to learn how to do things, and I was only letting you do things that were deemed age appropriate by people that were more intelligent than me in the subject? And I realized that like Fire Unicorn is not being given that same perspective, and so I'm trying to correct that. So when she really wants to do something like unboxing the little containers and putting the cereal in, and she's super excited about it, I'm gonna do that, because truthfully I haven't been looking at what's age appropriate. I've been going off of mental notes, or I've been babying her a little bit too much, and she does need to learn how to do these different things. And hopefully she won't be all grumpy with me when she gets older. I don't know. I feel like no matter what you do as a parent, you're going to have children that are going to be grumpy and be like, oh, you did all these things, and you're like, I didn't do those things, but okay. And then I still have baby Hulk, so only time will tell. But I am realizing that whenever I am super tired, maybe I should stop. I mean, Isabel was so super excited about that, but I'm just like, it wasn't perfect. None of the stuff that we're doing is scripted on this channel. It's just, we're taking real life moments and recording them. That's it. So this is how I would have acted with or without you guys. I would act the same. And that's why I don't mind recording so much, because it's literally just our lives. But I gained some perspective from it. So yeah. And I realized that I'm probably going to need to start recording and doing like more book readings and activities, because as much as some people are trying to celebrate how great of a mother that I am, I also see the really, really, really bad areas, because I do frequent a larger city. And so maybe, just maybe, recording some of the stuff that I haven't been recording, like reading books with my children and stuff like that, maybe that can kind of educate and help others. So maybe I need to showcase some of that stuff too. I mean, it's an abundance of content, and every now and then I get grumpy comments, but overall I'm getting a lot of positive comments, and I feel like I'm helping people, and so it's worth it. And then it's just fun watching us later on, because these are the moments that, you know, when Isabel is 20, 30 years old, I'm going to miss these moments. When baby Hulk is old enough to be taller than me, which I think he will be, I'll have these to look back on, and it'll be nice. So you guys have a fantastic day, and if I'm helping you, I'm super happy about that. And if you're watching my videos and you're getting grumpy about my parenting style, there's worse than me, and I'm really, really trying. Most days I'm really, really trying. Some days I'm just trying to get through it just like everybody else. So lots of perspective. You guys have a great day. I gotta go wake up baby Hulk.